In the beautiful city of Cape Town lies an overpopulated town named Santikral. This forgotten city houses more than 30,000 people, with 75% of its youth under the age of 20. With more than 50% of its inhabitants being unemployed, combined with challenging schooling systems and more than 70 kids in a classroom, the outcome has resulted in alcohol, substance, sexual and domestic abuse, and the sad neglect of children under the banner of abject poverty. Carefully rebuilding the blocks to a better future is the extraordinary couple Michael and Jill Carolissen.
Hi, I'm Michael and this is my wife Jill. We are the founders of the Father's Heart Community Development, an orphan and vulnerable childcare organization based in Santikral. We've always had a heart for children. Many years ago, the Lord laid it on our hearts that we were called to work with children that have been abused, hurt, and just ignored and neglected by society.
As my husband mentioned, we are an orphan and vulnerable childcare organization that provides mechanisms to empower, equip and support not only orphan and vulnerable children, but the guardians that care for them. Our model, based on a hand up and not a hand out, is a long-term model focusing on helping children restore their God-given identity and purpose, and transform their families into loving, caring environments, thereby building communities within which they can thrive. Through our foster family and vulnerable family programs, we utilize our close working relationship with the Department of Social Development and identify families who are already looking after orphans in the community or families with children in the most dire situations. Most of these families are headed by widows or single omas. We then come alongside these guardians to support and equip them through various interventions and psychosocial support programs, as well as spiritual mentorship, leadership and personal development courses. And of course, we can't forget about celebratory events to make them feel loved, appreciated and affirmed. One of the core pillars of our model is skills development and job creation initiatives to provide a sense of dignity for our parents and ensure that they can adequately look after the children in their care without being dependent on either the state or our organization. We also provide housing support to make sure that their homes are adequate, safe and functional for the entire family. Most importantly, we assist very practically with the development and care of the children, which we do through our after-school programs. Our after-schools run from Monday to Friday and offers a daily nutritional program, discipleship, mentorship, access to trauma counseling and academic support, as well as talent development programs such as art, sports, dance, drama and music. All these activities have been very intentionally chosen as mechanisms to develop skills for future employment, as well as help them process trauma. Most importantly, it is a fun, safe space from where they are loved on and cared for, where their lives are valued and their hope is restored.
Earlier this year, we launched the first ever online schooling for Santikral. We, as well as the rest of the community, are very excited about the impact the school will have for hundreds, if not thousands of children, many of whom do not have access to education due to circumstances outside of their own control.
The Father's Heart model is really a long journey that we walk with these families and with these children, and they only graduate from our program effectively when they've become loving, caring, self-sustainable, responsible and contributing members to our society.
Since inception, we have been running all our interventions and programs from leased premises in Santikral, but in 2021, we purchased just over 6,000 square meters of land in the heart of this community, where we will be building the desperately needed Santikral Child and Youth Development Center.
This center will be a beacon of hope and light in this community, a place from where we will not only transform lives and restore families, but from where we will also help children and parents alike heal from trauma and their new identities and purpose. It is also the place from where we will address fatherlessness by equipping and supporting this generation of fathers and raising up the next generation of loving, responsible, intentional parents. Our mission through all of this is to break the cycle of inequality, poverty and hopelessness that for too long has plagued too many in our nation, so that this generation and the generations to come will not just survive but thrive.
Not everybody is called to be the hands and feet on the ground like Michael and I, but there are people that are called to sow into this ministry. The reality is we wouldn't be able to do what we do without your financial support.
If you would like to say, because of my contribution, another life has been changed, and be part of the solution, please visit our website at www.thefathersheart.org.za, where we offer various methods to partner with us through either your finances, your time, or your networks. Thank you for becoming a partner in hope today.